Okay, so we're here with Tim, who's the National Sales Manager for TGA. We're going to have a look at the Breeze mobility scooter. Now, this scooter always ranks really well on our surveys for 8 mile an hour scooters, so we're going to have a little bit of a closer look at this and ask Tim a little bit about TGA. We perceive that Help My Mobility has been quite a premium brand, so we'd like to know what makes TGA a little bit different. So thanks for speaking to us, Tim.
You're welcome.
So you've been established for 25 years now in Suffolk?
Just over 25 years, yeah. We've been going a long, long time, and a lot of our history was actually in manufacturing electric bikes and a product we call the Wheelchair Power Pack to enable you to push a wheelchair. So our history, our heritage is in the technical aspects, motors, chargers, batteries, so we know why things go wrong and what makes them go wrong, and we therefore try and make sure they don't go wrong, and you know, that's really important part of who we are and what we do. So sort of moving into the scooter business was really based on sort of technical expertise.
Right, okay. And obviously reliability of the electronics and that side of it as well.
Yeah, for sure. You know, particularly at the moment, there's a lot of cheap stuff coming in, or less expensive stuff coming in from overseas, and you do get what you pay for. And if you get something cheaper, potentially you can pay the price. All our products come with at least 2 years, and our Breeze actually comes with a 3-year warranty. So there's peace of mind. It's firstly saying they're reliable products, but it's also saying, you know, there's peace of mind. If it goes wrong, if the motor, if the controller, some of these quite expensive components, if they go wrong, you're covered. So it's you know, you pay your money up front, and that's it. You won't need to spend any more.
And the other thing with an 8 mile an hour product is it's much more, you know, it can be used a lot more. It's out on the road more in the elements, so you know, that's quite important, obviously.
Yeah, totally agree. An 8 mile an hour is more of a sort of car replacement. People, you know, we got lots of serious scooter users. We've actually done quite a lot of work recently. We had the Breeze featured on Top Gear. That really put it through its paces. We also had a guy drive 24 hours at the Mobility Roadshow around the test track there, right. 24 hours non-stop,
really?
Almost entirely pouring rain, and it didn't go wrong once. So yeah, just getting product that works.
How did you swap the batteries on pit stops?
They were swapped. We can't claim that we did 24 hours on one battery set, but yeah, he stopped. And in fact, the guy, Steve Tarrant, he was in motor racing himself,
right.
And he had a whole team who sort of quickly changed over the batteries, almost like sort of F1 motor racing, but not quite as slick as them.
I'll have to look that up on YouTube.
Yeah,
one, I think.
Some good videos on our website.
So the Breeze, obviously, as I said in the introduction, does really well in our surveys for the 8 mile an hour sort of category. What do you think makes this scooter different? What's the sort of key features, really?
I think one of the main things is that the manufacturers have never tried to make a scooter based on price. You know, they've made it quality all round. It's been around for 12-13 years, I think, since the first Breeze 3 was around, and in fact we had another Guinness record challenge then. Then the 4-wheel came, which is you know, a bit bigger, a bit more sturdy, a bit more stable, a bit more capable of sort of rougher terrain, but every single step of the way, the components are just really good. So you end up with, I think, one of the strongest points about the Breeze is the suspension.
Yeah,
you can really see it going down. And what that means is when somebody goes in a rougher environment, it just feels really comfortable to ride. You know, the seats are good quality. All the components are very, very good quality. We work with the manufacturer, the guys who make this, really take pride and take care in what they do, and they make a really, really good product. And it's not a product that is just made to a price. It's a good quality product. Also, it's made in Israel, actually, and where they make it, they have a lot in the very near environment, so they really get to understand their product really well. Like ourselves, we have a direct arm and we sell to the trade, but having that direct side means that we know what difficulties customers have with their products, so you know, we can then feed that back to the manufacturers.
Excellent. And just on this particular model, it's quite interesting, is obviously the canopy. Now that would be obviously an optional item.
Yeah, we recently brought this on the market, so it gives you a complete cover from the rain. There are also some vinyl sides available, right, okay. As an option as well. So it just makes it a complete mobility scooter. It can also come, the Breeze, without the solid canopy. And there's now a smaller version of the Breeze as well. There's slightly more economical, smaller version too.
Okay, and obviously when people are certainly within this category, buyers are maybe considering they've just started to look and consider maybe downgrade from a car and look into an 8-mile scooter. Is there any sort of tips, or it's quite a difficult question, but what kind of things do customers get wrong? Is there anything you can sort of, from your information, sort of share with them?
Yeah, I guess I'd say whilst we do sell a lot of small scooters, I think very often people can end up buying a scooter based on price. Understandably, it's tough economically out there. People don't have limited resources, and therefore the decisions they make are sometimes short-term based on price. So what we've often found, and again, even though we do sell small scooters that sometimes are right for the customer, sometimes people just make that decision based on price. And I guess the key is trialling a range of products, and as a company, we have 14, 15 products in our range. So it's about trialling each one, sitting down comfortably in a non-hassle environment with somebody with a bit of experience who can say, well, yeah, you're never going to get a perfect product, but you just need to work through a few things. Work through in your head, maybe with a relative, what's the right product for your environment, and it's about working out what you need for your environment, for where you're going to use it.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about a show like this, is users can come down and actually sort of touch and sit in the product and sort of research it fully. That must be a big mainstay of this. What the reason you do these shows.
Yeah,
really.
Absolutely. We see loads of customers who come back. We see lots of people who have entered this world and they're looking for a product. So it's a great environment to really see what there is out there and to touch and feel, because it's quite, for those that have never been involved in scooters, for example, it's a strange world out there, and everything looks the same, and it's not until you start reading into it and working out things are a bit, some things do things that other products don't do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tim, that's fantastic. Thanks very much for your time. If you want any more information on TGA products, we've got pages obviously on our website, and if you go to, I'm sure if you Google TGA, their website will come up top, and there'll be a lot of more information on there. And you can obviously ask for TGA through your dealer network as well.